let's take a quick look at this Trish Hempel Group 4 problem for your depreciation module. Gives you some information up at the top. Here is her sales, returns and allowances, information that you need to figure out her cost of goods sold and put that on the return, various other things that go on her Schedule C. Okay, and down below that, they have Trish's bookkeeper has provided the following book basis fixed asset roll forward. What the heck does that mean? Well, depreciation is done differently, and we've learned that before. It's done differently for bookkeeping accounting purposes than it is for IRS purposes. And this depreciation schedule that her bookkeeper has provided is related to the depreciation that has been calculated for bookkeeping purposes. Now, you only need to know the items, and they got the items listed, and when they were placed in service. In other words, we have a cash register that was purchased in 2018. We've got some things that were purchased in 2019, and we've got some things that were purchased in 2020. Okay? And so, say with the 2018 year, the first recovery year of that cash register would have been 2018. The second recovery year would have been 2019, and now we're in 2020, so this is the third recovery year for that. Okay, now it says also about the depreciation method being straight line. That is for bookkeeping purposes. Just ignore that for the IRS. We're using makers. The life, it told us to use the same life as what they're using for bookkeeping purposes. And here's the original cost that it cost us for each of those things, and that is on here as well. Okay, the truck is not considered a passenger automobile because it's just a delivery truck. It sits there at the store. It's not partially used for personal use. Okay, and so it's not a listed property. It'll just be like a piece of equipment. Okay, underneath that is also tells us that a bunch of stuff about the home office. You just ignore all that. We're not doing anything with the home office. Underneath that is instructions about what forms. You're also not paying attention to that either. Okay, you're going to do Trish's whole tax return. You're going to assume that Trish, that this is her only income. Okay, she has her own self-employed business, and she doesn't have any other interest, dividends, wages, or any other kind of income. You're going to do her whole tax return, a 1040, Schedule 1, Schedule C, the 4562 for the depreciation, Schedule SE if she has a profit, etc. And you'll need Schedule 2 if she has self-employment tax as well. Okay, now the only thing is you're not told how much she paid in quarterly estimated taxes, and so you're going to finish your 1040 on line 24. That will be the end. That's the total tax, and we don't know how much she paid in. So you can just, once you get down to line 24 on your 1040, then you're done.